So it's Carolyn Meese in the background. So if you hear the grumbly, that's what she's doing. And I just finally took a moment away from the Ladies of Soul, who have been my soundtrack for this day, um, and took a look at. I have such a rich series of gifts with folks that I get to be my content blogs and books person with. And there's somebody who's engaged me for some support on his re-election campaign, and I'm just so proud of him and what he's done tonight, just making a video to say all the things that he has to say. It's so significant to me that we all have these tools now in our phones that we carry everywhere that can let us do our thing, you know, say our piece and make our possibilities well known and offer our gratitude to the wider thing that is the world, and to recognize the gifts of time and space. It's the left coast edge of America. It's the end of Memorial Day weekend. It's the end of Memorial Day. Summer is opening. The country is opening in its ways. People have been out and experiencing their manifestations of what was good for them. Me experiencing my manifestations of what was good for me. Getting to know that I'm safe in my body and my home and my mind and my community, and the way I have ordered that connectedness works for me. And for me, a virtual connection is probably the right level of connection in this now. And that the people I talk to every day, my mom and my daughter, that's a good conversation to be in. And those are the words I get to exchange. And this opportunity to focus on what that message is and who those people are and what we're doing when we talk together, and listening to myself in conversation and communication with these two people, my mother and my daughter, praying. Because when all else fails, what a gorgeous thing to get to do. When all else succeeds, what a gorgeous thing to get to do. You know, to say to all that is, thank you for my life. And to bridge, between my mom who gave it to me and my daughter whom I gave it to. If I bring this closer, I think I can show you. Look at this grand butterfly field going on. The landscapes just around my complex are so unbelievable. And my little town and my Safeway and my tree in the distance and the place where she used to park and walk the dogs when she was here. It's a little life, this little life of mine. It's the life I wanted. And I have it, and I'm grateful for it. And I made a space to sit and read outside in the sunshine. And I sometimes sit in my teacher's chair and read things I think we would both enjoy reading. And I have all this new life going on that wants to live with me. My little cuttings from Mo that are happy in my little container garden. And my Kuan Yin holding court. It's a different weekend than I thought I was going to have. And it turned out to be a perfect one. And I got over some fear. And I remembered my connection. And I trust the process. The letting go, and the welcoming in, and the space in the silence between that. All of those things are really so beautiful to get to do. There were sailboats all gathered with their white sails out in this Pacific Ocean, and I watched them all early morning, early they were out and moving slowly down toward Santa Cruz, I guess, maybe, or what else would be next? Did they go to Catalina? I think about the places I've visited and the ways I've known what sailing is, what moving across the sea is. And although it's never so, I've never been so mindful of the cons of cruise travel. I do still think about being on a boat for a while and feeling the water and moving through the dream, the row, row, row your boat dream of this life. The sun is setting, dropping down off the edge of the horizon, offering all of the colors of twilight and the liminal space of what is next. Here in this moment, you can make up anything you want more of for yourself or for the people you love. And as it is new moon, and you can't see the sweet little toenail in the sky. Maybe you can, I don't know. It's not showing up like I see it, but it's there. New moon is a good time to say, here's what I want to notice in the next 28 days. 27, 26, 25 now, maybe, since new moon was official. It's kind of fun to work with the forces that are available, to ask for what you want, to experience the gratitude for all you have. I have been reading, and it has been lovely. And there are books and glasses in all of the places that I sit. And I made this big room full of room so that we might all be a great big gathered family to celebrate the graduation of our girl person. And the joy now is that Zoe and I get to dream that up together, what that's going to look like for her and what that's going to feel like. But we'll get to all be together again because we're all still here, breathing. And that is such a gift not to ever take for granted. When 100,000 Americans are no more. What a war of ignorance we're living in. What is it costing? I made this piece of welcome, in honor of the heart that we're putting on our doors to say we still love each other. And first I put hearts, 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 hearts all the way through. But I wanted to stay grounded in what grows on the earth, and so there's a rose at the bottom. And I have much to learn about the symbols that I've chosen to represent the chakra space of my own being and what you are welcomed into when you come to this place sacred to me as the goddess house. With all the things that are here to help me remember my own soul and to invite all those who enter into their own best knowing of their own miraculous selves. So if you get here, come knowing. You are welcome. And the world is changing. And the glory of YouTube is this: I can move naturally without anything else but willingness. From Carolyn Meese to Maya Angelou. And that is a series of amazing gifts.
And when the person comes with rude language to you.
Blessings, dear people. I love you. Thanks for coming home with me.
You have to be able to say, back up. Not me, you don't. Don't you know I'm a child of God?
What is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
So many good things.
I know.
Yeah. I guess the greatest advice is to forgive. I don't anoint it with anything. I just forgive it.
But don't we forgive? I've tried to let people know on the show, as you have taught me over the years, that when you forgive somebody, doesn't mean you want to sit down and invite them to your table. No.
Indeed not. I just mean I'm finished with you. You
done.
Go away.
Yes.
Yes, you go away. Now I don't say go away and harm somebody else, but I do have to protect myself. I look like a ninny if I ask somebody else to protect me, and I'm not willing to protect myself.
Yeah, that's one of the great lessons that you've taught me too. You got to be willing to take care of this first.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you have enough to
Yes,
give to other
yes,
people.
Ma'am.